working through that wood pile. So let's get some salvage crafting going on today, you guys. Hello, everybody, and welcome into Emily's Upcycled Home. Okay, guys, so when I say come shop the boutique, I just had a sale, so there's a hot mess here. This is what I'm talking about. I just have a little corner in my garage where I set up stage items for my whatnot show and everything. So I want to go ahead and change this out. Some of my staging kind of pieces that add height to everything, like risers and stuff, got sold. So I need to go ahead and do some salvage recreating so that we can go ahead and change this piece out here. Like, you can maybe add some risers here or a little kind of chippy bench or something like that to put things on. Maybe some boxes here and there, and then we'll go ahead and revamp this whole section for a new sale. But if you guys are interested in shopping with me, any of the pieces, you guys can come join me at Emily's Upcycled Boutique on Facebook, or shop with me live on my sales at Emily's Upcycled Home. Sale coming soon. I'll have that linked. So I have wood pieces in this box that we're probably going through and seeing what we can create, you guys. Salvage pieces here that we need to work with today also. You can incorporate this piece of wood as well. And this box here, I want to change it out to make it more of a little shelving unit for this piece. So maybe that's something too we'll add to today's video. Let's go ahead and clean off all this surface here. And I have another shelf against that wall where I put all the pieces. And this is where I just stage up per every sale or whatever I have going on here. So we're going to start off with this shelf, you guys. And I want to take off, this is just a drawer for a little dresser or something. And we're going to go ahead and take off that front. Now I'm missing images here, but I went ahead and hammered off that front, and then I'm just gonna make this a little salvage, really looking piece. I'm gonna add that piece of that fence board on there. We're gonna go ahead and cut that to the size of that piece, and then I see that those little groove joints there are having a little bit of a problem here, so we're just gonna come in and cut those off. And usually I'll go to my saw, but I was being a little bit lazy, you guys. So we're just going to get these little clippers here, and we are going to clip them down. Not perfect, you guys. I'm not looking for a perfect look on this piece, but I am going to be clipping it so that that top part fits a little flusher to everything. Then I come in with my brad nails, and I go ahead and nail that side panel. Now, you guys can even put this vertically or horizontally, however it is you want to use your pieces. Now I'm gonna also grab another piece of that wood fence board, place it in the center, add some brad nails to that as well, and then here is our piece. I went ahead and added extra base, and I didn't trim off that excess, but we're just gonna go ahead, do a little styling here and see how it looks for our little area here. Just bringing in some little vintage pieces, of course, softening everything up with a doily and some greenery. Then I go ahead and add something to the bottom. But look how cute that looks already, you guys. Just gives me another place to set things and stage things up instead of just one big cubby. Now I went ahead and add some extra pieces on the bottom. So once again, these pieces are in the boutique, or you can shop with me on my live sale coming up. And just to add a little softness too, we're going to come in with just this cute little doily here, or whatever this is called, and I'm just going to tie it. I love that little lace detailing, and softening things up when you're staging is always a beautiful thing. It just gives everything a gentle look. And also, don't forget to bring your tins in, whatever you can use as a riser too. So we're going to go ahead and use this tin here. I cannot open this tin, so I just used it as a riser. And then we're going to take these scrap pieces of little fence board here, some cute little knobs, and we're going to make some very rustic little risers. Now, these aren't going to be standing tall, but we'll go ahead and come in and add some larger pieces and stuff like that. But I'm just using that wood glue of your choice, and then go ahead and come in with your nail just to secure it even more. Now we have two here. I'm coming in with this beautiful English Ivy by Dixie Belle, and we are going to layer that up on our first board. Now I didn't sand these too much because I really love the texture on this wood. So this is going to be our first layer, and then we are going to come in with this beautiful white color. I will put the names on the tops as I go through the video. I don't quite remember all the names here of the paint, but remember, this is the Dixie Belle product with that affiliate link. Using that paint inlay, you want to place that with the brightest image down into that wet paint, you guys. Come in with your rag and water, wet that up so that it adheres to the piece. You want to thoroughly dry that back up, and then you want to re-ret it so you're able to pull up that paper. And when you pull up that paper, you have that beautiful image. Now each image will come on different depending on that surface, but I'm just loving this look. Look at that green coming through, that pink rose, and I just think pink, green, and yellow all go together, and you're gonna see the yellow coming out pretty soon. Also a Dixie Belle color. With my brown distressing ink here, or just stays on ink, I go ahead and hit those edges, bring in my blending tool and blend that all together. Lastly, I go ahead and seal everything up with some Dixie Belle clear wax, wiping and smoothing out the surface. Now I did the same process to this one using that beautiful Dixie Belle color in that yellow tone here. So I will go ahead and apply that into the yellow paint, our paint inlay, and look how this looks. These are very rustic salvage pieces with a beautiful cottage vibe that you know I love. Coming in with that bare antique wax to come in and age up everything around the edges and give it more of that dingy kind of distressed look. So here are our beautiful little risers that we're going to go ahead and add into our staging area and lift up some pieces. So we'll see where we put these, you guys. I did do a little bit of staging. It's like when you start staging, you can't just stop. So went ahead and added all these pieces in, and then we're going to go ahead and put our little riser over here where that blue book is at. Just layer that on top, put the little trinket dish on the top, and then just add that blue book back in the background. You guys, look how cute our little risers are, and then just gives you that little elevation. It's not a big elevation, but it just helps to bring height and cuteness to your staging process. Go ahead and put the yellow one back there with our little vintage little married set that I created here. Some beautiful Timo roses, and you guys, come shop the boutique, you guys. If there's any pieces not listed, you can go ahead and private message me on Messenger. That's Emily's Upcycle Boutique on Facebook. Now for this piece, I found a piece of plywood in my stash, and I went ahead and ripped some sizes here. We are going to go ahead and make a larger riser. I'm just going to stick with the riser theme and the same kind of technique. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these 4 shapes together. Now I'm using that little cutting board as my square. You want to make sure that your corners are all square, because even though you cut your pieces the same, when you lay them all together, you might get one that kind of doesn't match up the way it is, and that's because you need that square. You make sure those corners are at the same distance apart. I'm adding a center piece as well, just to give it some support and more structure to our riser. And for my feet, I'm just going to cut these little slats to the length and size that I want on them, and we will simply just attach those to our piece. To build this piece, I am using a combination of wood glue and brad nails. You can also clamp and let everything set overnight to have a firm hold on everything. So once we have this all attached here, we are going to come in with another piece of scrap plywood that I found in my stash as well. I'm using that wood glue and our brad nails to go ahead and nail that top on. And here is our little piece. I'm going to give it a light sanding here just to smooth out the surface. And then we'll come in with that same process we did on our other 2 little risers, blending in the colors and that same rose inlay. You guys, I'm realizing there's so much money just sitting around here, and I need to go ahead and get things done so that I can move on from these pieces that are in my stash. And you guys, it's basically products and projects that need to be done so that we can sell and move forward on other pieces. So that's my process here, and that's what I am doing. So I'm going to layer up all this beautiful shade of green, you guys. I am in a green mode. Let me know if you guys love green or not. Once again, coming in with that English ivy and layering up over our piece. Using up the rest of our paint inlay with our roses, we are simply going to put that into our wet paint, come back in with our wet rag, wet the top surface of them, and pushing in that inlay into that paint as well, and doing the same to our other as well. Went ahead and did both of them, one on each end. I'm going to thoroughly dry this, and you guys know the drill. Come back in with your wet rag and release that paper, and then pull back your image. You guys, these are so fun to work with, and since we have so much distressing going on and it's pulled off, we went ahead and came in with our wet rag and kind of just wet distress. Now this board also had some texture already built on it, and then I come in with my little sand piece of paper and distress that rose that didn't quite get so much distressing. This is Van Dyke Glaze by Dixie Belle that we are going to layer up and age our piece. It's just a wipe on, wipe off kind of thing, wiping off that excess. Go ahead and get the bottom of our feet as well, and the trimming as well. And then go ahead and come in with some antique wax to just finish everything off and really distress that even further. I really want an age, rusty, salvage kind of look going on here. So I'm hoping I achieve that look. You guys let me know what you think of this piece. I think it came out pretty good, and I think it's a little cottage vibe going on. So here it is, just layered up. You guys, there's our other little riser as well. And don't forget our little white riser with the rose. And then of course our box that we completed over here today. I'm not sure if I'm liking all the variety of color. I might just tweak everything around a little bit, you guys. It's never really properly done. But you guys, at the Cottage with Emily, a new crafting community, come share your posts, your pictures, your crafting. Go ahead and hit that invite link down in that description as well, and come join me at the cottage. So here is that riser one more time, you guys, and I think this is the end of our video. So if you enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button at the end, as well as that notification bell. Check out those affiliate links I have down in the comments as well, to Julie's Designs and decoupage paper with Recycle. And let me know which riser was your favorite. Do you like the colors I chose? Do you like the blending I chose? Where would you have changed? What would you have made differently? Do you like more of the muted tones? Leave me all those conversation pieces in the comments. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.